Hey everybody, BamaCooley here. Welcome back to the channel. Behind me is the 2025 Porsche EV Turbo. This thing is fully electric and it goes fast as hell. So today we're going to put it through the paces and see what it's all about. So come on, let's go. First thing you notice is that this is definitely a Porsche. It looks aggressive like all the other Porsches that are on the market. All right, there have been a lot of significant changes between this 25 Macan and the previous Macan models in the past. One of the things is you got the 4-point LED lights here, which look awesome, as you can see from the camera, and at night they really stand out. Also, Porsche, being the performance company that it is, put in a ton of active aero in this car. Even though it's an SUV, it's got the rear spoiler that you can raise and lower. It's got the performance suspension, and the wind just glides through it, hence why you got the splitter here, you got the openings underneath. So you got a lot of aerodynamics here that really presses this car down on the ground and makes it great performing at the track. Like I said, even though it's an SUV, it's a track ready SUV ready to go. All right, everybody, coming over here to the side, this does have the upgraded wheel package. So you got the 22-inch wheels. I do like the rims, however, they should all be black. This dark pretty green needs to be blacked out. You have electric written right here. You have gloss black finish going around here, around the wheel well. And this trim goes all the way along underneath. And I think it looks really good with the black. It would look even better if the rims were black. Body color rear view mirrors. Okay, coming over here to the back, you do have a roof rack up here on top. Coming down, you do have a spoiler that will raise and lower. I got it raised right now just so y'all could see it. And of course, coming around here, you got your LED tail lights going across here in red. Camera back here, you got Porsche written across. You got turbo here. It's a Porsche, it's gonna look good. They're not gonna make anything that doesn't look good. And of course, you got black right in here with gloss black. You got your sensors and no mufflers. So, we don't have to go over that or how it sounds, but it's a sharp looking little SUV with a lot of utility for either a couple or a small family. So let's go ahead and take a look at the trunk real quick. So here's your key fob. Of course, you got Porsche right here. Then you got your front opening and your trunk opening, lock and unlock. Fully powered trunk. So it does have some decent space. All the seats in the back will lay down if you need more. You got your LED lights in here. You got a cover that's removable and some other storage. So like I said, it's a smaller SUV, but it does have some utilization, especially if you're, like I said, a couple or you live in a big city, you need something more agile and smaller to get in and out, parking spots and parking garages. This would definitely be the way to go. So with this being an EV, everybody wonders, what's the range? What capability do I have? How far can I go? The EPA range on this is about 280, 288 miles per charge. However, talking to some of the Porsche experts and some of the people using this in real world applications, you can get well over 300 miles on a single charge. Plus, the car is smart. It will let you know when it finds charging stations, how long you need to be at that charging station based on what charging station it is. In a fast charging system, this will go from 10 to 80% in about 17.5 minutes. And so that is real world numbers by people who have actually done it. So you don't have to camp out at a rest area or do anything like that for 30, 40, 50 minutes. 17.5 to 20 minutes, you're good to go and you can go on your way. All right, everybody, sitting in the back, couple things to notice. You do have the full panoramic sun and moon roof, which looks good. This is about probably where I would sit on the driver's seat if I was driving and I'm 5'11". You do have plenty of room back here for adults. You know, would you want to take a 6 or 8 hour trip back here? Probably not. Would you want to go to dinner? That would be easy. You have enough room for a child seat back here. You do have dual climates back here for your passengers. You also have heated seats back here, and you can see that in the B-roll. This all lights up and everything. And let's go ahead and crank this temperature down because we're in Alabama and it's starting to get hot. You do have the Burmeister speakers over here, and one of the things that I thought was pretty cool is you do have the screens that automatically come up and down, especially like, you know, for the kiddos. So you got that right there, which I thought was pretty cool. Like I said, seats are comfortable, soft leather, heated, and then of course you got your armrest cup holder here. So overall, a capable little SUV. Now, all right, setting up here in the front in the captain's chair, this is definitely a comfortable vehicle. Of course, like I mentioned earlier, you got your Burmeister speakers here. Over here, you got your mirror adjustments. You got your frunk and your trunk opening, and we're not going to go over the frunk. Everybody knows what a frunk is, but you also have your automatic windows, got your memory seats, you got your lights here, and you got a very nice stitched leather steering wheel here. You got your drive modes, so you can go into sport, normal, or off-road. And as you do that, you can actually hear and feel the SUV lowering and raising. This does have the air suspension with the adjustable dampers on it. So the ride quality on this, being that it's a Porsche, will be pretty much impeccable. Porsche badge here, which looks good, and you got all your dash controls that you can change. This also has the augmented reality heads-up display, and I hope you can see it when we do the point of view driving. Pretty neat looking, I'm not gonna lie. It adjusts with you as you go. As you move your head, you can see it adjusts with you. I think it's pretty neat, but hopefully you can see it when we do that. And of course, with all this, you can change whatever settings you want. You know, right now I'm currently showing the G-force acceleration over here and everything like that. So of course here you got your little bit of storage, you got your cup holders, some more storage. Here you got your climate controls, your heated and cooled seats. Right here, go up and you have your wireless charging. This does have the passenger display as well. So the passenger can sit over here and change things. Going up here to the top, of course, you got a suede material going all around up here, which is nice. Of course, you got the leather, the stitching. This green is a really cool green on the outside. It is a oak green metallic neo, which sounds pretty fancy, but when you actually see it, it actually pops pretty good. But as you can see right here, you got your navigation, Android, Apple CarPlay, all that, your charging, notifications, settings, parking, home link, everything you need. You got your vehicle, which you can do right here, which shows you what mode you're in. Right now we're in normal, chassis normal. We do have the spoiler up, which I showed y'all in the back. We do have the electronic sport sound off. We will go ahead and turn that on. Right here, of course, you got all of your, as I was saying earlier, you got all your air conditioning, heater, heated and cooled seats and everything like that. So this thing is tricked out. MSRP on this particular unit with everything loaded on it and the upgraded wheels and everything is about 130 grand. All right, everybody. Normally when we talk power and performance, I'm by the engine, showing you the engine, showing you the engine cover. I just feel that's the best place to do it. Can't do that here because we got batteries. When it comes to performance on this turbo, it's 630 horsepower, 833 pound-feet of torque. An amazing amount of torque this thing's going to generate. 0 to 60 in about 2.9 seconds. Do a quarter mile in about 11.1, 11.2 with a top speed between 150 and 160. So we're definitely going to try to see if we can feel that torque when we go to the driving portion here in a little bit. But I can't wait to see that because nothing puts down power like the EVs. There's no crank loss, it just goes. So I'm really anticipating feeling that torque, being pushed back in my seat, seeing what, not how fast we can go, but just how quick this can get up to speed. All right, everybody, we are to the driving portion. Let's see what this 630 horsepower, 833 pound-feet of torque will do. Now let's just see how it drives in general. I want to feel the suspension. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and go to sport. We're lowered, spoilers up, electric sport sound is on. I want the chassis in Sport Plus. Just in this parking lot, you know, it's a little curvy, whatnot. I mean, you can definitely tell the sport suspension's there. The steering's tight. I'm feeling everything in the road, which, you know, I put Sport Plus on the chassis, so I expect that. But this area has a lot of nice curvy roads that you can really test a car out in and test how it feels. Okay, we're at a stop. We're gonna go left. All right, let's give it the business as soon as I get out of here. Oh, oh crap. Like that up to 70, like 833 pound-feet of torque, and it shot off like a bat out of hell. It literally pushed me in my seat. There's no doubt in my mind you can get 2.9 or 3 seconds at 60 on this. I'm not going to do a draggy today. I considered it, but sport suspension is bumpy. I'm feeling everything, but that's what you expect, right? So it's no big deal. I want this thing low, squatting like a cat, getting ready to pounce. And just to clarify again, I have no idea where I'm going. I'm not familiar with this area. Don't know this road from anything. So if I can drive this road fairly aggressively with this car, then you know it's a good performance car. Now granted, I'm not the biggest fan of the sport electric sound, but it's better than nothing. No, this thing's definitely fun to drive. This reminds me of the review I did with the Mustang RTR. Going down a road I didn't know, trying to drive it aggressively, and that Mustang handled phenomenally. Whoa, boy. 54 like that. I wasn't even completely pushed to the floor either. If I lived in a big city or downtown somewhere and just needed the SUV for the capability and the storage, and obviously charging wouldn't be an issue, and this thing's perfect. This thing can go fast as hell. Let's see what we can do here. That's right, I'm going all the way around, no gas, no brake. That's one of my best testing things for a vehicle. I've been able to do it a few times, is being able to go around a roundabout with hardly any traffic, and just seeing what it will do in a super heavy turn without me having to apply the brake. Or get out of the gas. I got to get somewhere where I can get it full pedal to the metal, because even halfway to 2/3 is dropping me back in the seat. I didn't mention this earlier going over the interior, but this thing has about every adjustment you want for a seat. It's got the lower lumbar support, the side support. It can squeeze you in. It's got, extends the leg rest up here. It's got about every damn thing you want. So you can really dial in the seat to make it, if you have to be in here 4, 5, 6, 8 hours, no problem. Oh shit. That had to be 3 seconds, and I was up to 61. That was full force, full pedal, and and I know a lot of people don't like EVs. I get it, and for my lifestyle right now, wouldn't be that beneficial to me. But let me just go ahead and tell you, you can do a lot worse than this. I mean, at the end of the day, EV or ICE engine, it's a Porsche, and it's going to perform like a Porsche, and it's going to perform like a Porsche Turbo. I always love the digital gauge clusters and the displays too. So if you're into that like I am, you could play with this for 30 or 40 minutes. The only thing I will say is that when you're switching from normal off-road to sport, I wished the digital cluster here changed some. Like when you go to sport, like it going all red, it may be showing some different meters. And maybe it does. Maybe I just haven't had a chance to play with it long enough. As Rady's Rides would say, on throttle. So y'all comment below, what do y'all think about the EV Macan Turbo? I almost said Macan, I almost let my Bama show. But what do y'all think about it? Let me know in the comments below. So this particular vehicle, only a few dealers got these. I don't even know if this is technically on sale yet. I know that they brought in salesmen and from some of the dealers down to Texas to test drive these on a track. And Porsche Birmingham, who is allowing me to review this, be sure to go see them for any of your Porsche needs. Ask for Ernest. He's a great guy and he'll definitely take care of you. But Ernest was able to go down and drive this on the track and see, put it through its paces and everything. So I don't even know if this is technically on sale yet. It's kind of like just a test vehicle for certain dealers. But if you're definitely interested in one, go give Ernest a call and tell him you want to put in an order. Or any. I'm going to be doing a lot more reviews with them in the future. So, they've taken care of me, and they're gonna let me get behind the wheel on some of the vehicles so that you guys can see what it's like to be in them and what it's like to drive them. Man, I can't get enough of that. I would not get 300 miles of range in this. Flat out, hell no. Probably get about 200. Sometimes you just got to give it the business, people. Boy. That's addictive. This vehicle definitely wants to run. Whew. Boy, that was fun. You will have no problems merging into traffic with this. You might run up on somebody's tail too quick, but you won't have any problems merging, getting up to speed to get over. We'll turn around up here, and then we'll be able to get another chance to merge onto the interstate. Drive's comfortable on the interstate, and I'm in Sport Plus on the chassis, so I mean, there's a little bit of road noise because I'm lower. But if I was in normal, it'd be fine. And I've said this before when I've reviewed EVs, especially EVs that are this fun. I would be gunning it all the time. Like, I wouldn't get full use of the charging. We were able to quickly accelerate up to merging speed. That's what I will say about that. We were able to accelerate to merging speed very quickly. Insanely quick. There you have it, everybody. The 2025 Porsche Macan EV Turbo. Special shout out to my friends here at Porsche Birmingham. Call Ernest if you need a Porsche. He'll hook you up. I'll put his name and number on the screen, and be sure to check out the videos to my left. Remember, if you catch yourselves in the back roads of Tijuana and you got a fun car or EV to drive, go ahead and give it the business and have a good time with it. We'll talk to y'all later. Have a good one.